If you're new to the page, please subscribe and press notifications. I am just loving this. After 10 years of soul searching, all these answers I'm sharing with yourself, and I'm still evolving. So as I share with you, I get new insights, I get new ways. So please comment, please get involved, please tell me about your journey, and so that we all can share in the experience and evolve together. Thank you for joining me on my spiritual journey today. The topic that's come to me is mind versus spiritual guidance. Now, this is a very interesting subject, and one that, after 10 years of channeling, I find is still the hardest thing to sort out. Even though I do know the answers, it's still, every morning, I get these ideas and thoughts of what I should do. But I know that eventually the automatic flow will come in. So my true connection, I feel, is about the spiritual guidance. So what do we mean by spiritual guidance? I'm talking about the alignment with the universe, the alignment with yourself, the mind, body and spirit. And when we get this, we then are truly on our path. We truly are being guided to what makes us flow in life, what has become enlightened and becoming connected. It is all about the connection, whereas the mind is helping us to evolve. And how it does that is, it's trying to let go of the negativity or the ideas and thoughts it gives us, is to ignite us once again, because we're obviously not flowing. That's why we get ideas and thoughts, to do things that will connect us, will help us to flow once more. Because when we are automatic flowing, or the internal flow, or the source, or whatever you call the connection, we are then starting to automatically flow. We are starting to be who we are. And so the mind is, all it's doing is giving you the opportunity to release, to ignite you, to set you off on the path. Now, sometimes we think of future things that we want to achieve. This is still the mind trying to get us to connect once more. But sometimes this isn't often our true calling. And that's why we have to understand the mind versus the spiritual guidance. So if you imagine that everything comes to you, so all comes to you, and then you have free will and choice whether to experience or not experience, whereas the mind is giving you what you're going to it. So what it's doing for you is, it's actually giving you what is stopping you from flowing. So your resistance, your blocks, what you got to do today, the overthinking, all this is a releasement. All this, but when you realize that everything is relative to the journey, the mind is just as important as the spiritual guidance, because it's trying to release so you can flow once more in the spiritual guidance. So to hold on to it or to reject it is also a means of not letting go, of holding on to the negativity, of stopping yourself from flowing. So this is why it's such a hard subject to work out. But like in mediumship, the messages come from nowhere and they come to you. You don't go to the message. And it's the same effect. If you want confirmation, you can feel it in your heart. If it feels right in your heart, then you know that you're on your journey to peace or balance. So to truly understand this, we're going to do a little exercise at the end, which will help you to get in the moment where there is no past or future, where the energy of the moment creates the next moment. So it's so important to understand, and we all get caught up in it. We've got to do this, we've got to do that, but if we do that, we don't feel right. If we do that, there's lack, we've got loads of things to do, but it's not that way inclined. So what it's really is giving you the opportunity is that you've just got to get back to who you are. You've got to get back to being the connected person, being one with yourself and with others. And this is a little trick of the trade that I will teach you to do. Okay, so when we're talking about visualization, often our mind has to switch off when it knows something. So try and relate to something that you know about. Okay, that's why I always do nature cleanse, because I've been to waterfalls, I can imagine waterfalls, I can imagine being in nature, I can let go of my emotions. So do this at the moment. Let go of all your emotions and fears and put them into a pot or a stream. And then what we're going to do is bring yourself into the presence of the moment. This moment is ordering for the next moment. And so you don't have to worry about the past or the future. You just are letting go of the energies and come back into the present, and know that if you are flowing in this moment, so you could imagine yourself getting into a boat and allowing the stream to take you on your journey, and then you know that you're being guided, so you're trusting in the universe to guide you and to share with you the experience. And then what you're doing is you're allowing the automatic flow, the eternal flow, to flow. Once you start to flow, then you'll automatically do what you need to do. What is your spiritual path? What is your guidance to do? It'll automatically happen. You have no longer resistance or blocks. You have no longer negativity that's stopping you. And so this is just a simple, quick visualization to do. So get back to the moment and feel what you feel like in the moment. If you feel joy, then you know that you're connected. If you're feeling good with yourself, then you know that you're reconnecting to the oneness or the universe. If you feel out of sorts, then you know you've got to let this go. You've got to replace it. You can even put unconditional love into your body. This will help you to neutralize the negativity. And then once you start to feel at peace in this moment, then you are ready to accept the true guidance or the spiritual guidance that comes to you. But if you do it properly, your mind switches off. And then you know that you are in the true oneness. You are part of everything. So feel and look around you. You might see signs. You might see opportunities. But you know that if you're at peace in the moment, you're ordering peace for the next moment. And so it truly is mind versus spiritual guidance, but both is needed. Both is what will create balance. Both will help you to evolve. Both will get you into the automatic flow of healing, of relaxation, of enjoying life. But you have to make that first step, and that's when the mind comes in. So just know, if you're having a load of thoughts of what you've got to do, it's often the case that there's a lot of resistance and blocks. There's a lot of negativity on the body that needs to be let go of first before you can become one with yourself, before you can become at peace, before you can enjoy life. And if you have to go and do a job, go and do a job, because when you've achieved something, that's why I always give myself 3 focus points for the day, because once I've achieved, I get into the automatic flow. Because then you feel that you're flowing, you're doing something. And that's the case when you just do stuff, when you just do it. Even if it's not part of your spiritual guidance, just doing stuff will lead eventually to flowing, to become connected once more. Are you getting it now? Are you understanding? Anything that you do that gets you connected to the universe feels right in your heart. You are who you are. Often we're doing so much stuff that's not who we are, and that's why we don't feel connected, we don't feel supported, we don't feel loved, because we've got an opportunity to become oneness again, to become part of everything, to be the energy, the state of being. And that is the secret to it, because then we attract more of our spiritual journey, more of our guidance, more to go and enjoy life, more to attract people that will enhance our lives and give us opportunities. The mind is trying to help you on your journey. So don't turn it away, but recognize what it's doing. It's giving you the opportunity to let go. You're obviously resisting and blocking. You're sabotaging your life because you're not flowing. Drink more water. Water, you're made up of 75% water. We're only using 10% of our abilities to be connected. Why? Because we're focused on that that's not flowing. We're focusing on things that don't bring joy to our lives and bring peace to our lives. And so once you understand this, you'll understand the mind versus the spiritual guidance. And spirituality is what your connection is. How you connect. The thought that you are separated is an illusion. The thought that you need something else is an illusion. You're already the perfect energy. And so when you get back to the moment, you'll realize this. You'll realize that you're just an energy. You'll realize then that energy is everlasting. And you're a part of everything, so you can have anything you want. And if you haven't got it, it's because you're vibrating the lack not to have. But the true essence is when we look for the peace. What will it bring me peace? So even when you have a thought to do something, will that bring me peace? Do I need to do something to get the peace? So everything is relative to the journey. When we become mind, body and soul is connected, then we truly flow in life. Then we truly understand the journey. Then we truly see the big picture to why we're doing stuff. Why are we going places? Why are we meeting certain people? 5% of anybody we meet will have a message for us. All around us there's messages when we open our hearts. People will share their dreams, their passions, when we connect to them on a soul-to-soul level. But it starts with us. So each day, 3 focus points to get you achieving. Allow the moment that when you reconnect, walking in nature, be part of nature, bring nature to your house, cleanse in nature. And when you do this, you automatically flow. Then you're automatically doing what you're born to do. Share your spiritual journey. Write a message. Let's all get together and share in the experience so we can all help each other to evolve. Because we become the teacher and the pupil. And it's then that we become one with ourselves. When we understand that everything is relative to the journey. Everything plays its part. And it's what our attachment to it is what it becomes.